I'm gonna about hold up.
Blue. Oh fuck, cause I don't see this thing. Oh no, it is moving.
No, it's moving. We're good.
Okay.
Except for some reason I can't watch it on YouTube.
Oh wait, we have to fucking share the link and everything. God damn it, it's so much fucking work.
Yeah,
It's
let's
a lot of work.
go. YouTube moment.
God damn, this takes fucking forever.
There we go. We're live.
God damn, this takes fucking forever. What was I gonna do? All right. Are you? Oh no, you're fixing. You're fixing the gay lighting.
Yeah, well, maybe I can make it a little less.
No, it's the gayer the better.
I just meant the intensity in the corner there.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, they need to know we're an inclusive podcast.
So blast them with white lights.
Yeah, if you got a pussy, you're in.
Interesting.
What the fuck? Oh. Sometimes I see like a schizophrenic post and I'm like, what is this? And then I see the username and Kanye West. I'm like, oh, I get it now.
You like that account I've been sending you?
Yeah, that dude is he's like Ken Mansley.
Oh yeah, I've never followed Kent's account, so I don't know all that much about the insanity, but I've seen some of it.
I follow him, but he's funny enough to justify his anti-Semitism, in my humble opinion.
This dude that Tardwaff,
That dude is not.
I started following because it was just like funny, kind of edgy memes. So like, okay, this is good. And then like after like 2 weeks, his story posts were like, all school shootings are just like not real. There's no such thing as serial killers.
Yeah,
It's like, don't you ever wonder why serial killers are never caught on camera? I'm like, really, never.
I mean,
Serial killers aren't real is maybe the most insane conspiracy theory I've ever heard of.
I kind of agree with him.
Shut up. Shut up, Miguel.
Yeah, you shut up, you fucking homo. Sorry.
That's a good thing to say on
On
live
Who
stream.
gives a shit? Listen, straight guys don't want to be gay. I don't think that's anything crazy. It's like, oh, like shut up, you Raiders fan. It's the same thing. So I finally finished. Well, I started watching The Boys, and I think did I tell you what happened when I watched it the first time?
Yeah, talked about it. You were like, I thought the opening was boring.
It was, and I thought it was like painfully slow. And again, there's way too much content out in the world for me to feel like I can waste like 20 minutes or whatever. But what actually happened was that I was like, all right, I remember this. I'll keep watching past this. And literally the
immediately
deep takes his dick out like 10 seconds after I stopped watching the fucking show.
Yep.
So I was like, God damn it. If I had seen this, I would have been fucking like
On board.
in love with the show. But also,
Hi, Dennis.
it was kind of nice that I had to binge that, I had a bunch of shit to binge.
Yeah.
Because when I watched it for the first time, it was literally when it came out.
Yeah.
So Dennis,
we're gonna be discussing some boys spoilers here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what an amazing fucking show!
Yeah,
and what a good way to get like the bad taste of the MCU bullshit like out of my
the MCU
my asshole.
shows, nuts.
Dude,
who's your favorite character?
Honestly, I don't know, because they are. It might be Mother's Milk. I think he might be my favorite character.
It's really. I think that in season 2.
No, it's Frenchie. Sorry, it's French.
As I say, in season 2, I think every one of the boys, like at one point, was my favorite character. Because they each kind of got their own episode to like shine and like understand them a little more.
There we go. Is that like a cock? You have to put it like this.
Okay, but
no, but they're so well written and so well casted that it actually is hard to pick. Because I was gonna say, like, dude, I fucking love Kimiko too. Like,
yeah, she's especially in season 3, she's so good.
She might be like the best actor out of all of them. Like, just in terms of like what she has to deal with, like convey all this like emotion, through like literally just like fucking facial expressions and shit. Like, yeah, she's amazing, dude. Like, the whole cast is fucking amazing.
Carl Urban's best performance. Yes, which is I've loved him for forever.
But he's the character I like the least too. Not that I don't like as a character, but he's
the worst.
He's the most unlikable because he's such a fucking asshole.
In the comics, he's actually more insane. He's literally like pretty much just pure evil, and he just hates superheroes so much. Like, he's just like a psycho,
dude.
Comics awful.
Yeah, I saw this thing that I was like, I just saw like there was like a top 10 differences or whatever. I was like, I don't want to see them all because I might have some spoilers or whatever, or
Yeah.
just like hints. But first of all, the art is not good in
Yeah.
the comic. I was like, this doesn't help it at all. Like I was like,
No.
this would have been way better with the more realistic
Yeah.
type of art. But yeah, and still was a dude in the comics, and I'm
Still as a
like,
dude, one of the worst things, which the
Stormfront's a dude too,
yep,
and I'm like, this is way better in the show. Like they
yeah,
actually made good changes for the show.
one of the lamest things of the comic is that towards the end, Homelander goes insane because he's being framed for committing all these insane like genocides and stuff, which he would do, but it's not him. And he's like, everyone's hating him, and he's like, I'm not the one doing this. And I haven't read it myself. I've just kind of gotten the gist of what happens.
Right.
He murders the president,
Nice.
and he's like, I didn't do all
Trump.
this.
So
And then
he's a good guy.
yeah,
He killed Trump.
and then Black Noir walks in and he takes off his mask and he's a clone of Homelander that was made to keep Homelander in check or to kill Homelander in case
I
he
did
ever
read
got
that,
out of
yeah.
control.
Yeah.
But he got so bored of waiting for Homelander to go out of control that he decided to frame him for all this stuff so he could just kill him.
Nice.
And Butcher, Black Noir, and Homelander are in the Oval Office. Something happens. Homelander gets outside. Butcher gets outside, and Homelander's killed off screen. You don't see him die. He's killed off screen.
That's crazy.
And then Black Noir explodes out of the White House into like the front lawn, and a bunch of dudes on like Humvee M60s just light him up, and he dies.
I also read that the boys have like actual powers
Yeah,
throughout
it's
the
really they. You know how in season 3 they get the Temp V.
Yeah.
They have it from the first issue. So literally, like in the show, it's like, oh, how are we gonna kill these characters? Like,
Which is way more
yeah,
interesting.
in the comic, like any confrontation, like just juice up and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's
It's
not
really lame.
No, like this was way more interesting. Like
Yeah.
just how they had to plan shit out, how they had to think about, oh, like what is the skin made of?
Mm-hmm. And it's and you
how
feel
do we get in its butt?
you you feel danger because
Yeah.
it's about people who are normal, and at any second, any of the heroes could kill them easily.
No, but and also like it's just way better because it makes the Temp V a lot more satisfying when it finally happens.
Yeah, when
like
they finally get it, it's like thank. Because I remember when I was like, when
Yeah.
they were kind of hinting at it in season 2, I think I was like, that'll be cool, and they finally get it.
dude, I was tripping out about like because when I think the first fight happens between Homelander, Soldier Boy, and Butcher. I was like, oh shit, we actually haven't had a soup fight the whole
No.
show because they don't fight. Because that was the one thing that was tripping me out when I started watching the show. I was like, so they're no supervillains, huh? Like all
No.
they do is just fight like regular human
In
criminals.
the comics, is actually a funny explanation, which I'm assuming carries over to the show, which is that there's no reason to be a supervillain. You can superheroes are evil. So there's literally the only thing that will happen to a supervillain
Yeah.
is that you'll be hated by everyone. You can literally do whatever you want, and
Right.
everyone will love you. So there's literally no incentive to be a supervillain. You can literally just be a hero.
Yeah, but I mean, you could say the same thing about real life, and there's still hella criminals. But I mean, I get that it makes sense once they explain how they get their powers. That they're like,
Yeah,
they
They're, like,
they
picked and
wisely were
groomed.
like, we're only giving it to white people.
except for when they don't.
That is a thing of the show. It's not a be.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Remember they said that they literally like because dude VOD was founded by a Nazi.
Yeah, but A Train and
no, I know, but I mean like in the boom of the Compound V.
yeah, oh, way back in the day,
Right,
yeah,
like
yeah.
so like I think it's like 90% Caucasian people
Yeah.
got the V.
Yeah.
Not the pussy. Which by the way, I think it's hilarious it's called Compound V.
Yeah.
His fools know like he's a fucking Nazi super scientist and he's like, my name is Vought and this is Compound V. You could name it anything else. Like Super Soldier Serum is such a way better fucking term. But
what'd you think of Soldier Boy?
I love Soldier Boy, dude, and I'm so happy that they gave this what's his name, Jensen Ackles? They gave him a part that he could actually like chew in because I think he was kind of like typecast as a sort of a Christian Slater, sort of like gruff.
He's the gruff, like kind of like good looking, like
Yeah.
whatever. This is like he's
He's
kind of unlikable. He's just
everybody is amazing in the show.
Yeah.
Like I'm serious. Like I think even somebody that I would usually hate, like fucking Starlight, like again, what a difference it makes when your character's well written. Because she comes in as an idiot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
She's very naive and
Yeah.
stupid, and then it's
Extremely
about
naive.
her learning and then trying to come to terms with like trying to hold on to like her original beliefs,
No,
but
it's her
also like
being
learning that she can't hold on to them.
it's her being a genius because everybody else, I think everybody else would have seen the situation as like, oh, I just leave the 7, but she understands, like, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but she to me represents something like, to change the system, you got to be in the system,
Yeah.
and she gets that.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that she makes that, I mean, that sacrifice of like, I'm gonna stay here next to, because even if the Deep hadn't fucked her or mouth raped her, he's still fucking like annoying as fuck. Like everybody else is
And
annoying as
Homelander
fuck.
has like literally come close to murdering her like 4 times on the show.
Yeah. So I thought the first season was fucking amazing. Like, I mean, I'm into the show. I love that I love Frenchie is you know what's funny too is like they dressed him up as like basically taxi driver
Yeah,
for like
literally,
the
yeah.
second season. I was like, who
And then he
made
has a
this?
mohawk. He even
No, he has
a
a mohawk and he has the
Yeah, the
green
jacket, yeah.
green bomber jacket.
Yeah.
God damn, dude, the show is so good. Like, it was such a it was you know what it was. I was thinking about this, okay? So we watched, like, I mean, listen, I'm a big Marvel fan, right? But I mostly watch these shows for the podcast, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, like,
The shows suck.
yeah,
The
this was
movies,
actually enjoyable.
yeah, the movies are pretty good.
Yeah, the
but
movies are still great. I haven't seen Thor. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, see, but like,
it's pretty good. It could have been more, but yeah, I'll talk about it in a minute.
sure,
I won't
but
get into details.
what we're
but yeah.
saying is like the
Generally, I still enjoy the movies.
there's a big, I think, quality difference
Mhm.
between the shows and the movies.
Yeah.
The movies are still good, but yeah, dude, The Boys was like, to me, I don't know, like, I think the second season is the best one.
Yeah.
Um,
I liked
but
season
not by a
2 because
lot.
it's very focused on characters. I realized that the show was like top tier when it made me like love Lamplighter. I was like, what the hell? Like, he's in like 2 episodes and he's a horrible person who literally murdered children and
And it's a
burned
good
them
reference
alive.
to him being Iceman
Yeah.
in X-Men, and now he's
Yeah.
basically Pyro.
Yeah. And
Uh,
it's just he's such a good when he died, I was like, damn, I didn't want this guy to die. I like this guy.
when he died, I was like, Huey, you had one job, you stupid fuck. God
That's
damn
what
it,
I love
this
about Huey,
motherfucker.
is he just
Yeah.
wanders around and ruins everything.
No, but it was really like, it was fucked up when he's like, I thought my statue would still be here, and I'm like, damn, like, this was like, listen, maybe this will make my family proud, and he just fucking
Burns himself
monks
alive.
himself.
Yeah.
Um,
Nuts. Okay, so season 2, 6 Emmy nominations, best drama and a couple other things. Tony Starr has been snubbed every single time.
dude, here's what I'm gonna say, okay? And listen, this might be a little bit hyperbole because I really like the show, but Homelander to me has been like, I think the closest to like Hans Landa in terms of like a super like charismatic
Mm-hmm.
but extremely evil villain. Like,
Yeah.
Because he's funny as fuck. Like, everything he does is like, he calls A-Train a fat fuck. And it was so funny when he's trying to get Starlight to do like a huge like song and dance number
Yeah,
for his birthday, and he's like, why do I do this? Whatever. He's like, listen, I got a better idea. Why don't you lighten the fuck up? He's so funny.
I think one of my favorite dynamics on the show is like the back and forth with him and Stan Edgar.
Yeah.
Stan Edgar is such a good character. He's in like 2 scenes and he's like maybe the best character on the show.
I guess he's like the
he's Lex Luthor.
No, but I meant like he's the closest thing to that still from the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I like.
It's a little sad that she got killed off, honestly.
Yeah.
But to me,
crazy death, great moment
yeah.
too when he melts her face. But yeah, I like the concept, which is that what if Superman worked for Lex Luthor? Because that's like Stan Edgar is Luthor.
Yeah.
That's what he is. And his last scene in season 3 is like I think I've watched on YouTube like 10 times. When he's like, "Oh, what'd you give her? Like a little bit of respect. You know what you should have given?" Is like, "Oh, where would that go? But to the bottomless pit of insecurity you call a soul." Because I like that he's the only person who like really gets him.
Yeah.
And there's 2 people that Homelander's ever met that don't scare him, and they're both humans. It's Butcher and Edgar. Throughout his whole life, everyone he's ever met, every superhero has been scared of him. Those are the only 2 people. When he sees Butcher in the house at the end of season 1, he's like, "You're not scared at all, are you?" He's like, "Your heart's going nuts, but you're just mad." He's like, "You're not scared." He's like, "No."
Even Huey actually like stands up to him when he threats him for the last time.
Yeah.
Huey gets like up in his face, and Homeland's like, "What?"
Yeah,
he's what the fuck?
One of my favorite moments like that is when he decked A-Train at the Hero Gas, and he's like,
"Yeah,
how did you do that?" He's like, "Oh, you didn't apologize." Like, no, he's like, How are you able to punch me in the face and hurt me?
I'll say this though, I do wish that they had let A-Train die. I think that that would have been.
I
I mean, I'll see what they have in store for him.
I think the reason they couldn't let him die is because we're out of heroes at this point. Literally,
No,
the seven
right.
is down to Deep, A-Train, and Homelander, which I think is a good trio because I like that they've survived because they're the ones who are the most scared of Homelander.
No, and I get the sense that here's the thing though. I get it that he's resisting his redemption arc, right? But I guess it's coming. But I do feel then if you're gonna have like something that he's gonna do that will redeem himself, then you shouldn't have had that moment because I think
Which one?
when he drags Blue Hawk, is that his
Oh,
name?
yeah, when he kills the other hero, yeah,
Yeah, I was like, then you shouldn't have that moment because to me that was like
he hasn't changed.
it was no, it was redeeming enough, but also like it was a good mix of redeeming and tragic in the sense where like he couldn't make up for what he did,
Yeah,
but it was like good enough. It was I thought it was perfect basically for the story that he like died killing
yeah.
this fucking guy.
And I love the scene where he goes to see his brother and he's like,
Yeah.
no, he's like, I don't want to murder in the house. It's just every moment hits really well. It's just nuts. The
Dude, and I
butcher-
love that they had the balls to literally be like to for a a white character to tell a black character like you don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
the movement or the you
Mhm.
just all you care about yourself. You only care now because it finally affected you.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Damn.
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I when I lost it when they did that Gal Gadot Imagine parody.
Yeah,
That was so funny. With like actual like actors and comedians with integrity, I'm assuming, who didn't join in on that.
I'm pretty
nonsense.
sure I don't know. I feel like Patton Oswalt would totally
Yeah, I
done.
think he would have too. I'm sure he wasn't invited, but yeah.
Yeah,
And I just love it. And then they cut to Noir at the end. He just has the
dude, and they just keep having Seth Rogen in the most disgusting fucking cameos. Like it's so funny. He was just jacking off to what's her name? Fucking the Countess.
Crimson Countess.
Crimson Countess.
Yeah.
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 This is like, oh yeah, and I'm like, yeah, that's what she had left.
Yeah.
Fucking herself on camera
Mm-hmm.
for old ginger juice.
Yeah. I think the season 3 finale is good, but I think it missed a couple opportunities.
I think honestly, I just think that I think they could have ended the show in season 3, but
I think they have a little bit more to go in terms of because
that's
they
the thing.
need
I
to
feel like
wipe
that
out all the heroes.
that's
in
the thing.
violent
I think they
ways.
have a little bit more than I'm like, fuck. Like I feel like if the season 1 and 2 had been 10 episodes and they had this 10 episodes, so they would have 6 extra episodes in total. They would have been able to finish the show. But I don't think like I wouldn't mind if they were like season 4 only has 4 episodes or 5 episodes. Like I would get it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I would be like, yeah, it makes sense. There's stuff still left to cover, but not that much.
Yeah.
I
mean,
also would expect
I'm
a
on
time jump.
board for whatever they do.
No, yeah, but I guess like my issue was I get it that like once like Soldier Boy fucking punted the kid, they were like fuck. But even then, like it just felt like somebody could have just taken the kid, and then they would have had they would have killed Homelander or whatever. But then
Yeah.
once Homelander dies, like
Yeah.
that's the end of the
And then
show.
you still got to handle because again, you need closure with Deep and A-Train and Newman because that's a big one.
No, I get that, but I meant like in the sense of like you have to. Homelander has to be the last one to die.
Yeah,
You don't want to be
yeah.
in a Saints Row 3 situation.
Yeah, no, he
where
has
you
to go.
kill the guy who kills your fucking what's this guy's name? You played Saints Row 3?
No.
Oh, well, okay, so Saints Row 3 has like 4 gangs that you have to take over, right?
Mhm.
And the first one is the one that like fucks you over and takes away all your
Oh,
shit.
they're the ones that just
And they're the first one you kill.
yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense. You're like, "Oh, the game's over?" And they're like, "No, you actually have 3 more gangs." I'm like, "Well, you put
them last.
the one that
yeah.
actually fucked you in the ass and well,
Yeah, because I don't want a season without Homelander.
that's what I mean.
Yeah. What's funny is in the
An
comic
episode without Homelander. I
Yeah.
don't like he needs to die at the
last,
fucking
that needs to be the
end.
ending. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's funny is in the comic, they wanted to invert the trope of Aquaman being like the useless idiot.
yeah.
So in the comic, the Deep is the only like competent superhero, and he's the only one that survives. They
Oh,
all get killed, and throughout the whole comic, he's the only one who like is like has any like competence at all. So he's just like, I'm gonna leave, and I'm not gonna deal with it. He just dips, and he's the only one that survives.
He has like I really thought he was gonna have like an actual legit like redemptive arc, and I'm like, no, he just went full retardo. Like
Yeah,
it
that's
was it's really funny.
I love his character.
I love his character too,
Yeah.
and
It's amazing. He's just an idiot. He's an idiot that is like needs someone grabbing him by the neck and telling him what to do.
yeah, and
Because
it's
like it was the Scientology, and then it was his wife, and then now he needs Homelander.
it's crazy too that like he he values like marine life way more than human life. He really does, because like there's been a time there's like the times that he's been the most like conflicted about doing something evil has been when he's like eat the octopus or kill this animal or
When they
whatever.
killed
Like
a lobster in
yeah,
front of him.
exactly. Like he's been way more conflicted about that than about like doing something shitty to another person,
Mm-hmm.
which actually makes sense because he's like all his life, all he's known is shitty people, but every single marine creature has been nice to him.
Yeah.
Every single one has been his friend. Like every single one has been like chill with him. They're always like, "Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing?"
What's
or
up,
whatever.
Deep?
And then they meet someone great. But in real life, with humans, he'll meet some ungrateful bitch that won't suck his dick. Like I totally get it why he hates human beings.
Yeah.
A few moments
God damn, I
later.
need a fucking
That
note.
one.
There we go. Yeah, I did see some dude that I follow on Twitter. He just posted a picture of the Deep and Starlight, and he's like, just watch the first episode. Comment who's in the wrong.
Yeah, it's just such a good show. I know Dennis said that they're probably putting Jeffrey Dean Morgan in season 4 because
As what?
I'm not sure. It's basically because it's the dude who made Supernatural, so he brings back the cast of Supernatural, and that's why Jensen Ackles is in it. And the dude that's running for president.
Really? He's the showrunner?
Yeah, he's the showrunner for The Boys, and he did the first 5, the good seasons of Supernatural. He did the first 5.
Bro, no fucking wonder Supernatural is like way better than he has any right to be. This guy is pretty fucking talented.
Yeah, no, he knows.
Because Supernatural should be complete dog shit.
Yeah.
But it somehow
The first
isn't.
5 seasons are great.
No,
and
like the whole show like has like at least like a consistent level of quality. Like it
Mhm.
never goes and it never dips below like I would
Yeah.
say like the best CW show.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he did leave after season 5.
oh,
'Cause
okay.
That's why the first
Yeah.
5 seasons literally it ends. Like it has an ending, and then season 6 like kind of undoes it.
I
Because
see.
he wrote season 5 to just be the ending, and then was like, if you guys want to continue it, whatever, I'm gonna go.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then Jensen Ackles like, please take me with you. Can't do this anymore.
No, Soldier Boy is such a good character. I can't,
dude.
like, I'm so, and his that's the thing. All the costumes are dope. Every single costume in that show is sick, and the Soldier Boy one is awesome.
I love that
love
they
it.
really made me believe, because I saw a real conflict coming in, because once he found out that Homelander is basically like his son,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like, dude, like the whole time they've been telling you like this guy doesn't give a fuck, like he wants things done his way,
Yeah.
but above anything, he will finish the mission.
Yeah.
So when he made that deal with Butcher, he was like, I guess. And then he like when he meets him, he's like, you're a fucking disappointment. And he
Yes.
punches him in the face. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like I was like, that's actually like, I don't know. Like to me, I was like, how are they gonna sell this to us that this dude, after finding out it's his kid, is still actually want to kill him? And I was like, dude,
He's
'cause
just
this-
so old fat. He's like that old fashioned like beat your kid if they don't live up to you.
no, and
like,
he's immortal, so he's probably just gonna be like, dude, I'll kill this one and make
Make
another
it-
one.
let it-
Yeah,
invincible. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. That show is insane. I don't know, like, and the stuff they get away with on it, it's extremely violent. It's
yeah, but that
it's one of the most profane, like, nuts things.
again, not a single retarded in the show, not a single faggot, not a single beep, not a single anything. I meant like the words, right? Like
Yeah.
there's no slurs in the show, but you can blow anybody's fucking head off like
The
crazy.
dick exploding
You can
kill.
you can fucking bathe children in blood, no problem in the show. But God forbid you fucking slurred. It's fucking crazy.
So Dennis says that the speculation is that Jeffrey Dean Morgan's gonna be the Boys' version of Iron Man, which in the comics is like 1 or 2, but I think his name is Tech Knight, and they've mentioned him like once or twice in the movie.
Yeah.
In the comics, Tech Knight is a mix of Iron Man and Batman, but his whole thing is he has a disease, like he has a mental illness that makes him like obsessed with fucking anything, and he gets kicked off of the Avengers because
He's just a man.
he gets kicked out of the Avengers because him and like the other like heroes are like flying over the city, and he like fucks Vision in the sky, and he's like in the Bat Cave with his little Robin, and the Robin's like, "Come on, Tech Knight, we need to work out." He's like stretching. He's like, "You need to go become your own man, like find your own hero identity." And he kicks him out, and then he like has a dream where he saves the world by like fucking an asteroid that's about to hit the world, and it like explodes.
Sounds
like
like a
the
real ass
comic-
dude to me.
The the comic is funny. That's the only thing I can give it.
Yeah.
It's so like the writing sucks, the characters suck, everything about the show is about the comic is bad, everything about the show is better, but it's funny. Like I was like, okay, it has a good sense of humor, but that's literally it. Also, remember how we said that we think that Garth Ennis is like closeted gay? Because
Gay.
yeah,
I said he closeted serial killer.
no,
But he has a bunch of dead kids in his basement.
You've said he's yeah, we
I've said that about a lot of people. I probably
Okay.
did say about him. Continue.
Okay, I was say in the Voice comic, like people are reading it now. I see a bunch of posts. That book is super homophobic. It's really like, how dare these superheroes have gay sex? They need to be wiped off the face of the planet.
And fuck me instead. And he's like, wait, delete that.
Yeah,
He's
if
like,
you read,
take
if you
that
read
away.
the book, I'm like, yep, this guy's I
Could
don't
be.
know.
I don't remember saying that. I've said that again. I've said that
I think
about
it
a
was
lot
in
of people.
a conversation you and I had when we were talking about Crossed and stuff. Because Cross is also
No, again, I remember saying like that they should check that fool's fucking apartment.
yes, that we said in a
Yeah,
podcast.
check his
though.
fucking floorboards and
No, they
everything.
definitely should. They
Yeah,
definitely
his
should.
car, his
Yeah.
fingernails for traces of dirt, and maybe he killed fucking
Yeah.
Gabby Petito. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's definitely needs to be able to watch this because
It's crazy the shit that he writes. I guess this is pretty tame.
and it's weird that he writes The Boys, which is an awful, substanceless, like not interesting comic. But he also wrote Punisher Max, which is like a masterpiece.
Yeah,
It's like really good. Like all the
I
characters.
mean,
in the
they can't all be home runs, you know.
Yeah, but it's like damn. It's like where does like the quality drop is insane. Because Punisher Max is like it's a masterpiece.
I get it, but like I don't know. To me, it's like, you know, Tarantino made Death Proof. Like it's gonna happen.
Death Proof isn't awful.
Right, but I mean, like, you know, like you can have a misfire.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, fucking
Cross, I've also heard it's just not good. Even for people who are like, "Oh, I'm gonna read Cross." Because
I'm not gonna read that.
I'm not gonna read it either.
That's
but
insane
I
to
know
me that
people
people
are
are
like,
like,
"This
let
show
me
sucks,
let me
this book
fill
sucks."
my brain with images of this shit.
Yeah,
Because it's like, I mean, The Boys is really violent, and there were times where I'm like, bro, can they just stop exploding for fuck's sake? Like,
but
this
it's not
is
like
crazy.
trauma. It's not like just like disturbingly, I guess.
It's just like there's like the Cross is like next level because
Yeah.
Cross is literally like putting a fucking like chainsaw on somebody's asshole and exploding them. This
The
is more like
Boys
just boom.
Dick kill is
The what?
the dick kill in season 3.
That one's pretty bad. Yeah,
That
but
one isn't because when he's walking, it feels like
Yeah. I mean, but again, like he just kind of explodes. Like it's not like he like literally goes up and he cuts off his dick. That would have
Yeah.
been insane. But no,
Yeah.
to me, honestly, the most fucked up kill out of all of them is when Popclaw is getting her ass eaten by
Oh,
that
yeah.
dude, and then she
Where you
literally
see
like
his head like crack.
yeah
and explode.
squeezes his fucking head with her vagina. Like that to me was like the worst kill out of all of them.
That was a bad one.
Yeah,
Funny. Another thing, if he's, I'm gonna keep bringing up how edgy the comic book is. She's literally just like an emo Wolverine who like cuts herself over and over again. Like that's her whole thing. Like she's like goth emo Wolverine.
nice. I thought that's what Kamiko was gonna be.
Oh well, like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of with
son
the
of a bitch.
healing. With the healing, but
Yeah.
I still think season 2 finale is the best episode.
Which one is that?
That's the one where like Stormfront dies.
Oh
and
yeah,
when he
yeah.
makes a deal, and I just love when Homelander comes down and he's covered in blood, and he's like talking to Butcher. I'm like, that was just a great moment. That scene when he's like laughing and crying.
Oh, is that
as-
when Rebecca dies?
Yeah,
Who made a bunch of terrible fucking decisions throughout the show? I was like, you dumb bitch. Can you listen to Butcher, goddammit? Can you please listen to this man?
hmm but yeah, I think that's the best episode of the show. I think that Tony Starr should have gotten his Emmy for that one. Nuts, insane. Zero.
Is he your
nominations.
friend?
I love him, bro.
Yeah, but you keep calling him Tony Starr. Anthony Starr.
Oh, because his Instagram's Tony. I forget.
Oh,
He makes
I was
that-
like, you know him? Is
Yeah.
this really like, yeah, Bob De Niro should have totally got the fucking Oscar.
no, it's because it's his
Yeah.
Instagram handle, and he did like several of the posts when when me and Ben had the comic news page. He would like him all the time.
Really?
Yeah, he was chill.
Damn.
He was cool. Yeah, apparently, he is a little I know he got a little drunk and attacked some dude in some other country.
Who gives a shit?
I don't know.
He strikes me as a Kiefer Sutherland.
I guess so.
A guy
It's
who
kind
likes
of
to have a
nuts
good
though, because
time.
yeah, I guess he got arrested. He was at a restaurant and he got drunk and like he was yelling at one of the servers. It was just like some 20-year-old dude,
Yeah,
and he
fuck him.
smashed a glass bottle over his face.
Nice. I like him even more now.
Only Miguel.
I could tell though, like when the show started, I was like, this guy's a brunette.
Yeah.
I was like, this is pretty obvious. This man is not a blonde man.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the show Banshee?
No, I've never seen this man before in my life.
Okay, I didn't know about Banshee till after.
I know the show, yeah, but I've
It's
never,
really good.
yeah. But this
And
isn't one of those shows that was really good and got canceled.
no, it has a definitive, really good ending too.
Mm.
Definitive ending.
I might need something.
And
else
he's
to
the
watch.
opposite on that because he's just like a completely like likable character.
I think he's hella likable in this, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, he's evil.
Well, he's
like
charismatic. Yeah, it's
yeah.
different.
He's like a genuine like, oh, I like this is like a good guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, on The Boys, he's just like
he's just funny as fuck.
he is funny. I love like that one scene where he's like, we've all been a little out of sorts recently, a little sloppy. He's like, except you, Noir. Just like, I love the thing of everyone loves Noir, and he's like this like competent, like educated, you know, like good at his job superhero, but like he just doesn't talk. He kind of just like wanders around. Like when he plays the piano in
His
season 1.
origin story is fucked up. Like I
Mhm.
felt terrible for that dude
Yeah, right.
because he was like he basically got fucking like he got fucked over for trying to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna try to do the right thing again. Homelander's like, meh.
That was the one thing I like that Homelander killed Noir. I think that I did want to see
Him fight Soldier Boy.
yeah, because that is the thing when you make it is a superhero project in a way at the end of the day.
Right.
So I think you do also need to fulfill some like what the fans want in that regard. Because I did want to see him throw down. What I think should have happened is they should have fought, and then Soldier Boy was like, "Oh yeah, well this dude knew the whole time," and then like Homelander kills him. That's why he loses the fight.
I don't know. I kind of liked it because to me, like, it just showed you that at the end of the day, he was pretty naive because he was like, oh, like, I'm just go back and Homelander will be chill or whatever. And then he didn't realize that, like, Homelander, like, I don't know how he didn't realize this, but Homelander, first of all, he's literally Soldier Boy's son.
Yeah.
And he's hella like him in the sense that, like, you cross him, he will fucking kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, like, when he's like, did you know about this? Like,
Yeah,
I like that he didn't lie, but because again, it showed the purity of his character, right? It showed that he was like, besides the fact that he's a murderer, like he tries to be like righteous to the people that he works with.
Yeah.
But I think that was his downfall, not to realize that, like, dude, like these people, like they actually really
because he's too
don't
childlike in
care.
his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what you see in that episode where
Right.
he's like, I guess getting his brain smashed in reverted him like to kind of like childlike. I love the flashbacks to Nicaragua. The dude they cast as the young Giancarlo Esposito does such a good job.
Dude, everybody.
But like I'm like
no, but like his
this fool-
impression
yeah.
is super good.
like,
Yeah.
use this fool in a Better Call Saul flashback or something. This dude like has all his mannerisms,
Yeah.
his voice. He looks like him. It was nuts.
And the same with the CIA lady. I was like,
yeah,
same.
Mallory,
Like
yeah.
I was like, everybody's so fucking good in this show. Like the actress who plays Grace Mallory is so fucking good. Like, too bad the kid sucks, but everybody else is good.
The ending I think is crazy where he like lasers that dude. Yeah, because I think what I was saying when I was watching.
No, but it makes
season
perfect
3,
sense. Like he's like,
it's what it's been building to. Because I was saying when I started season 3, I was like, oh, this season is all about like, it's all about Homelander pushing back against his boundaries to see like he's literally an animal in a cage that's testing like what he can get away with.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you saw, I went nuts when Victoria Newman betrayed Edgar at the press conference because I did not see that coming.
Yeah, me neither.
I was like, and because since season 1,
and I don't get it.
Well, it's because she's too scared of Homelander. She's realized because I think she's smart enough to know that if Homelander decides one day that he doesn't need people's approval, that he could literally kill everyone.
Here's the thing, though. I really think that. I guess this is like, to me, like the biggest thing coming forward is that the Supes realize, dude, if we band together, we can kill this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if we all get together, like we can actually take him out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if I was her, I would try to pop his head off.
Yeah, I love it. Well, she's scared that if it doesn't work, he's just gonna
Yeah.
rip her and her daughter.
Yeah, that
Because he
was a
even tells
re-
you, he's like, "Go try it, try it now,
Yeah, he's
maybe
like,
it'll
try
work."
it, like, maybe it'll work.
And no one's just the thing is, no one's willing to take the risk with it. Is because she's smart enough to realize that the only things holding back Homelander are not real. It's just what he wants. He could literally
Yeah.
decide that he's over it. There's nothing physically stopping him from doing anything. He can do whatever he wants. The only thing stopping him is himself.
Yeah, and like when at the beginning of season 3, like when Huey's like working for her and they're doing, I think she's talking about like 60% like collateral damage among soups is 60% down. They're like, yeah, we can't, keep Ant-Man, gay Ant-Man, but we can get these other soups or whatever. Like, I don't know, like to me it really like I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, if I was in that situation, I found out this bitch was a head popper, I probably would have been like, fuck it. Like like I think this is as best as it can get, keeping the status quo. But of course, they fucking hate Homelander so much that they're like, we'd rather like if we have to destroy everything to take that fool down, then we'll
Mhm.
do it. Which is kind of like
It's because again, he presents the biggest danger.
no, and also like the whole thing is that she killed like a fuckload of people in the Congress hearing. That shit,
Mhm.
that scene was fucking insane.
I remember I was with my coworker.
I was like, what the fuck?
yeah, when
Like the
everyone
Red
said, I was like,
Wedding.
oh, yeah. They killed the other A train, the really fast guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shockwave.
yeah, Shocker. They blow his head up.
And I was thinking about it too. I was like, damn, like now they can't let her get away with it. So I get it, but I'm like it really would have been better for them if they never found out.
Yeah,
It really like it would have kept the stat, like they would have been able, I think, to get the Homelander eventually without making a mess. But as soon as her cover was blown,
they have too many conflicting moralities. Like because
yeah,
in season 3,
because I don't think
Huey,
she's a bad person, but
yeah,
she's clearly
scared and she's been
no,
manipulated
not,
by
not
everyone.
I meant she's kind of like a like peacemaker. She's like, I'm all for peace. I don't care how many men, women, and children I have to kill for it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just they've come to this place where basically Butcher has not changed. He since day one. Huey did because since season 1, he's been the nice I want to follow the rules guy. And in between season 2 and 3 in that time jump, he was like, look what he's like, I followed all the rules and I was right. Like I can finally do this my way.
Well, he
And
almost
I'm
got
right.
destroyed by pussy.
Yeah.
Huey.
Yeah.
I actually didn't see that coming, and I really liked um like him going through that process of like, dude, like I found this girl, like I love her, I can go back, like why do I, you know what I mean, like why do I have to do this thing, like when I can just move on and possibly be happy.
Hmm.
And then season 2 is like he's just like he gets dragged back into it and he goes all the other way. He's like, I will fucking do whatever it takes to
Hmm.
kill this motherfucker.
Yeah.
um and I really like that him and A Train are like, I think I honestly I think he's gonna kill A Train.
I think it'd be unsatisfying if he didn't.
Yeah, I think that they both reached this point where like it's kind of like between him, like Butcher and Homelander, where they both hurt each other now, right? They both like done damage to each other.
Hmm.
And I just you would I mean not, with Homelander it's different, but with A Train, like there is a chance that they could just be like, listen, dude, we both hurt each other, like let's just end this and avoid more bloodshed. But I just
They're not going to when it comes.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I want it to like to kind of for something to happen to force
Yeah.
their hand to be like one of us has to fucking go.
Because in season 1, at that ending scene, you see that Atron will not accept that he's responsible for pop. Like he literally needs to
Yeah.
blame. He's like, "This is your fault." He's like, "I did it, but you made me. Like I had to do it because of you," and he just won't accept. So
But he did
hates
say
it.
he was sorry, right? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that, so I'm like, fuck. Like
Because he has his moments when he's like, I think
it all depends what he does now that he can run again. Because that's the thing that I was tripping about is like now that he can run again, will he go back to his bullshit? You know, because what humbled him was that he couldn't run,
yeah,
right? And he was getting fat and all this shit.
Mhm.
But now that he can run again, it's like
and he's
I
just obsessed with the power.
exactly. I was like, I wonder if he will learn his lesson or if he'll just be like, oh, I can run again. Fuck him.
Yeah, because he just wants the brand deals and the money and all that stuff.
Yeah.
and the Pepsi commercial.
Yeah, we get it, Elijah. The
Yeah.
chains, the Cadillac, we get it.
What?
The bitches. We get it.
Miguel must be destroyed for the safety of the American people.
For the safety of this podcast. Yeah, dude, what a beautiful show. It really was really good, and I guess shame on me for not seeing early, but also I was happy that I could binge the whole. I guess is season 4 going to be the last season?
They haven't said. I think maybe a 5th season.
Oh no!
I think. Well, 5 seasons is pretty typical.
No, but they've escalated shit way too much. They've gotten way too close to killing Homelander. They cannot have another fucking season of this shit.
I don't know. I think because here's the thing. Here's what we have in the wild now. It's
Mm-hmm.
A-Train, Deep, Victoria Newman, and that one crazy chick from the asylum in season 2,
right,
and then Homelander.
No, I get it, but I'm saying like
I mean, that's a lot to do in one 10-episode season.
I don't think so. I don't think so because I think you can always just get them all in one room.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do
and
that.
And again, I don't think A-Train's going anywhere. I think he might survive.
Well, they need, what I mean is his story needs to come to an end. That's 5 stories he needs to wrap up.
Yeah, but
and also I'm pretty sure Soldier Boy's gonna come back.
My point is though that to me, they have gotten way too close to killing Homelander now. That all you can do is raise the stakes, right? All you can do is go forward, and I just feel like, say, beginning of season 1, they're at 0, right?
Yeah.
And by the end of season 3, I think they're like at like 85, 90. You know what I mean? Like 100 is when you get to kill Homelander. I don't think you can stretch out 2 seasons of what they only go up 5 points each season. Like it seems like things are going way too quick for them to slow it down so much that they get an extra season.
I don't know. Again, I have faith in Kripke. Whatever these guys say they're gonna do, I'll be like, okay.
I just hope not. I just really hope they end it with this season. I really don't think they need more than that.
I mean, whatever they do, I'm sure
there's really not that much you can do with the Deep now.
Yeah.
You could probably you can wrap him up. A-Train, same thing, because he got his hard back, but his brother fucked up. All black people hate him. Same with what do you call it? I mean, because that bitch, like, she'll come back, the bald bitch.
Yeah.
But you can probably wrap that up. Same thing with Victoria Newman. Like, to me, this is the whole point of like having a final season, is that you basically, it's a season long climax, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that it'll be like, I don't know. I don't think it'll feel that quick. Also, things go pretty quickly in the show.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not like the show is slow paced at all. Yeah. Like, it's pretty fucking.
The way the show operates is it usually spends the season focusing on other things, and Homelander's doing his own thing, and it all comes to a head at the end of the season.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're just gonna go right into it. I think they have to.
Again, we'll have whatever they do. I'm sure. The other way I've looked at it is season 3 ended with the big change, which is that superheroes are now going to realize they can do whatever they want.
Well, I think it's just him.
No, I think at some point it's inevitable that they're all going to realize, hey, we're all evil, and we all have the power to kill everything. Like, why would we not?
Because the Homelander, because fucking A-Train is like a fucking.
No, but what means the only thing that's been keeping them in check was that they worked for Vought, and Vought was like, but now Homelander's in charge. The guy who was keeping them from being evil is gone, and now their boss is the evil guy.
I really don't. Here's the thing, though.
There's no longer an incentive for them not to be.
No, I get that, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens in this new season. But I don't know, man. To me, like, I just feel like if you were to put the seasons again in like a story arc structure, I really think they're 75, 80% there. And I just don't think you can stretch out the rest of that 20% into 2 seasons. I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, all right, we're going to do season 4 as the last season. And we're going to do some shit with like Better Call Saul, where like it's going to be, 12 episodes instead of 8. And they're going to have a mid-season finale. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like, this shit has to, like, you have to fucking go through with it. With the seeds that they planted, to me, it just seems like the natural conclusion is that this is where it's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Okay, unless they do something like a time jump where shit has to, like, well, actually they can't, because fucking Butcher would be dead. But You know what I mean? Like they have to go through with it.
he's dying.
See, that's what I mean. That's the other thing. Butcher has like a year and a half left to live or something like that.
Yeah,
So they have to go through with this shit.
yeah.
Which is actually, I was like, damn, they had the balls to do that. But it makes sense. That fool he never took all the like 1,000 chances that they gave him to like redeem himself. He's like, nah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's still. I do love the scene because you see his flashback about his origin,
Yeah.
and then when he knocks out Huey, I think that's a great moment for him.
No, it's great, but
Yeah.
like,
He's grown, but he's still like, it's still clear that all he cares about is killing.
even when he comes back, it's like he comes back for like 10 seconds being like, I'm sorry, and then after he's like, oh, I can't.
I
Oh, fuck you, fuck.
and he does play all of them. He gets them all locked up in whoever's apartment. Marie betrays them all
Yeah.
in the last episode.
What a great character.
Yeah, they're all so good. Like really complex, interesting characters. And there's just I don't know. I don't know. I need stuff like this and some MCU shows. I forget who was just
They're
talking.
not gonna do this shit in the fucking MCU.
I think it was the Boys showrunner, Kripke. He was saying that like he's like the Disney shows, like the way they approach it is they're like they don't want to make a TV show. They want to make a movie that's really long and it's 4 episodes of nothing happening and then 2 that's the third act of a movie. It's like you can't make a TV show like that. A TV show's not a long movie. It's a bunch of short movies.
I know, but they don't.
But they don't get that.
They don't get. And when they did, when they made the Netflix show, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
Well, it's completely different writers.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I don't. And they have less episodes, which in my opinion should make it easier. You have to write less things, but somehow it's just crazy.
Yeah,
I tell you, it's just too many filler in those shows. But yeah, not in the Boys.
Speaking of the Netflix, the Disney Marvel shows, I'm assuming you don't care about Miss Marvel spoilers.
No.
Okay, well, it was revealed that Miss Marvel
is gay. I knew
is a mutant.
What?
Yeah, the last episode, they're like, your powers don't come from this thing. It's like it's inside you. Like we looked at, I don't know who they're like. They looked at her DNA. Like yours is different, and then they played the guitar riff from the X-Men theme.
Damn.
So we're getting X-Men soon.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, I good idea.
But again, that should be in a movie. What the fuck is this a fucking TV show?
I need to watch it. I don't get. People have explained to me. Apparently, Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel switch bodies in the after credit scene of this.
Huh?
Yeah, they like switch places or something. I don't know.
So the show ended?
Yeah, the show ended.
Oh.
Show just
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, have another episode. I don't want to see Allison Brie ever again.
Well, yeah.
Wait, that's not her name, right?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Allison Brie's
Allison Brie's the one from Community.
Yeah, I like her. She's funny.
Yeah, I love her. And Brie Larson's a great actress, but you know,
don't like her Captain Marvel.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, Captain Marvel just sucks straight up. Like as a character, he's fucking terrible. She's literally a super Karen.
That's what I just. Oh well, she can use the braces because she's a mutant.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
I don't like that. That's defeats the whole purpose of being a mutant.
Yeah,
it's like Nightcrawler. You can shift in between places because you're blue. Yeah, yeah. You have to hold your cock to do it.
No, you need a cock ring on.
Oh yeah, and he's just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, can I be honest? I don't like that. I feel like the MCU is getting too crowded, and it never made sense to me why the mutants were like, it was like the mutants were like an allegory for, minorities or whatever.
Yeah.
But everybody loves superheroes, but they hate them. Like it never made fucking sense to me.
It's because mutants are born with weird body defects.
Some of them, but like,
it's because they're born with it. Like Captain America wasn't born with it. Iron Man wasn't born with it. Black Panther wasn't born with it. Hawkeye, none of them are like born with Spider-Man. They all got their abilities.
But the public doesn't know that.
I mean, not about Spider-Man. They know about most of them.
Okay, but Thor was born with it.
Yeah, but he's also a guy. He's an alien.
I don't know. To me, it just,
and he also doesn't chill on Earth. He kind of just.
It seems like a dissonance between how they treat them. Okay, dude, this is a point I wanted to bring up, and this is actually relevant in The Boys as well. So I only watched the pilot, right?
Mm-hmm. This is Marvel.
Yeah, and this is the thing that's tripping me out. I don't buy this whole nerd culture within their universe. I don't buy it at all. If superheroes were real, they would not be treated that way. The reason why we treat that shit that way is because it's not real. That's why we have, fucking Comic-Con and all this bullshit. Do we like the, it doesn't make sense to me that people would see it that way if they were real, because if they are real, then that means they've probably leveled your fucking city at one point. If they are real, that means there's been a hell of collateral damage. If they are real, it also means that you're like, like you're no longer a fan of fiction. You're a fan of a person. So to me, it would make more sense that they would be treated as like athletes or as actors or whatever. There's no like
Well, that's how the boys does it.
right, but like it's still like, oh, there's like a comic and there's like movies and they themselves star in the movies. Like to me, none of that shit makes any fucking sense at all. Maybe it makes a little bit more sense in the boys because VOD makes them do it.
Yeah.
But in the MCU, it makes no sense to me that there's like a fucking Comic Con where you dress up as a person that actually fucking exists. Like I don't think nerd culture would exist in that universe for people who actually exist. Like we don't do that here. Does that make sense? Like it makes sense
Well,
for
what do we
us.
have that is comparable?
Well, that's what I mean. Like athletes and shit like that. Like it
But
would
you
make
can't- No, you can't dress up like an athlete. You can buy a jersey
right, but that's what I mean. Like
and also like there's nothing like anyone can play basketball. Maybe you can't play it as good as Michael Jordan, but like Captain America is literally a dude who can like lift cars over his head.
a dude.
Captain America is a dude who
You
can
said
lift-
Captain Marvel.
I'm gonna say Captain America.
Actually,
Whatever.
we don't know their pronouns, so
Captain Marvel's a lady who can fly through buildings and lift cars over her head.
I
And
just
they wear dope costumes.
I just don't really.
I think it makes sense.
I don't think so. I think they're trying they're trying to relate to our universe, which I get, but to me, like, dude, once that shit is real, like, to me, all that it flies out the fucking window. Now you're like, fuck, fuck. What the fuck do you mean Iron Man's real?
That'd be
You mean
sick.
there's a dude with a fucking iron suit who can like fly to space and fucking nuke us up as like shitting a nuke into the city? Like it just, I don't like that. I don't buy that at all. Like to me, it would make sense again that you would have a poster of them, that you would like try to watch like their interviews and stuff like that. But to have like a whole like nerd con and stuff, like again, we don't do that for people who exist. No, like
I don't think you could do anything with it.
no,
think-
but that's what I mean. Like but what I'm
I
saying
think
is like,
in the event, I think it makes sense because like the Avengers go to crazy planets.
I don't
They
know.
do crazy things. They wear crazy costumes. There's
Yeah.
colors. It's like you can't do that anymore. Like you can't go and dress up as Hugh Jackman at an actor convention. You can't go and dress up as like Allen Iverson at a basketball convention.
No, I know that's what I'm saying. Like, so those conventions,
But you can do that for the Avengers. You can-
right?
if the Avengers were real, that would be sick. Dressing up as Captain America.
I'm just saying we wouldn't do it. I don't think we would do it if they were real, because it's just a completely different thing. Because the whole point of it is that you're role playing, and there's a part of you that's like, oh, like I'm like, trying to be this thing. But when that thing actually exists, like you said, like nobody role plays as Allen Iverson, right? Nobody role plays as LeBron James, and that's for a fucking reason, because LeBron James actually fucking exists.
No, it's because what would you do? What would you play basketball?
No, but okay, but not. It's like these people don't have powers either. They just dress up as them.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, what is interesting? Like, why would you want to like? There's nothing to pretend to be.
I'm not saying it's not interesting. I'm just saying like I don't think.
I think I think there is people would be obsessed with it.
I don't think so. I think that maybe, but what I'm saying is like I think they would be obsessed with it. The way we're obsessed with like the O.J. Simpson trial, the way we're obsessed with like, I don't know, fucking the Unabomber or something like that. Like I don't think they would actually have a following in the way that they do in these shows. Like to me, like it just doesn't translate to when they actually exist. To me, like the whole point of this thing, the comic fandom and all this stuff is that we're fans of this fiction, right? And we love this fiction so much, and we really, really wish it was real.
Yeah.
But it's not. So that's why we like to play in this pretend world. But once it is real, in my opinion, they would be treated more like cops. They would be treated more like maybe somebody that you admire, but you're like, dude, like don't meet your heroes. Like I just really don't think that they would be treated with literally the exact same fandom that we treat them. I don't think so. Like I think that's
Maybe not the exact same. I do think it makes more sense in The Boys because there's an in-universe explanation, which is
no.
that
Yeah.
that the company since day one
Right.
has marketed them and spent billions of dollars creating an environment where people will treat them like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it does make more sense on The Boys because like again they do show that like they have intentionally cultured
Yeah.
like curated an environment where that is what will happen.
No, like I said, like I get that in The Boys because it's like a thing, but I really don't think it would be the way it is here because
Maybe
like
not to the exact way, but I do think there would be some degree.
no, they would, but like I said, I think they would be treated the way we treat athletes, the way that I treat fucking David Fincher, like
The way that you treat Johnny Sins.
yeah, exactly, where I jack off to them,
Yeah.
and I don't have like I don't know, like I just feel like shit would hit way too close to home, especially if you're a fucking New Yorker, dude.
Mhm.
Imagine the backlash that you would have, like, oh, like I'm dressed up as Captain America. It's like, bro, this motherfucker, he got thrown into my building and you know what I mean? The fucking my grandmother fell and had a heart attack or whatever. Like, I really think they would be treated like cops or something like that. Like, I think it would be more in line with like how the Ultimate Universe treats them.
Yeah.
They're good guys, they're not the boys. Like, these people are actually like trying their best to like, protect humanity or whatever.
Yeah.
But to me, that whole like there would be like this huge nerd culture. Like, here's the thing: the only way that makes sense to me is if it would make sense in our universe because they already exist as fiction. Then they become real. Now you're like, fuck yeah. But if superheroes never existed in comic books and stuff like that in the MCU, then I don't know where they're real. I just don't think that would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that thing is just. I feel like it tries too hard to like relate to us. You're like, yeah, they exist. I'm like, dude, I would be terrified of fucking the fucking Thanos the whole time. I would be like, fuck this shit.
Is he really dead?
Yeah, like, am I gonna like? Yeah, like to me, it would be like,
Will he time travel back?
it would be crazy, dude. It would be like if we all got together and cosplayed as fucking soldiers from World War II. Like it
Well,
just.
what if the soldiers are dressed up in dope costumes and did dope things like fly?
They kind of are, bro. The Gestapo have like the best fucking uniforms ever.
I'm not gonna lie, the Nazis had some drip.
Yeah, they did. That's what I mean. Like, but the Germans don't dress up like that. At least not, maybe during sex. I don't know. What is it? Don't trick or treat as Hulk in Harlem. I mean, don't go to Harlem in general.
So we want to talk about the Black Panther 2 leaks.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Okay, so apparently the whole plot got leaked, and I don't think it sounds good.
Just tell me.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, the movie opens with this drilling team is drilling for vibranium in the ocean.
Some crackers, perhaps.
Some crackers, yes.
Hell
and
yeah.
the whole all their equipment was designed by Riri Williams, Ironheart.
Yeah.
Who I don't like as a character.
I don't know.
She's not very well liked in comics, but
Yeah.
point is, she's gonna be like one of the main characters in this movie.
I know that.
So they're drilling, and then what's up? What's up, words? I don't know who this is, but
Word
you're
789.
Yeah.
Thanks for representing, dog.
New fan.
Continue.
So yeah, they're drilling, and then they're attacked by Atlanteans, and Namor's like, "Hey, don't drill in the ocean. That's not allowed." And I guess they like go to like there's some kind of war.
So Riri Williams is a fucking capitalist pig,
Well, she just designed
or they
a
stole
drill.
her equipment.
She designed a drill.
Yeah, but that's like designing a nuke and be like, I didn't know they were gonna use it.
He said he's gonna keep it 100 with y'all.
And
And
I feel like nothing's good gonna come up. After
no, I
this.
don't think so. Nothing good can come from this.
No, but so okay, what happens then?
Then the Atlanteans, Soldier Boy did nothing.
Oh, actually, we were completely wrong.
Yeah,
Soldier
sounds
Boy
like
is a
Edward
real
came
ass
from it.
dude.
Yeah,
He really is.
He smokes weed, and when they tell him maybe lay off, he's like, "Why don't you gargle my balls?"
I love what he. Yeah, he's hella like Homelander.
They did him dirty.
They did do him dirty, honestly, because that fool kept up his end of the deal.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, dude, all
He's
right,
like,
you help me.
It's my son. That doesn't change anything. I made a
Exactly,
deal."
and then again, Homelander played it perfectly by bringing the kid into it, but
Yeah.
Anyways, continuous. Okay,
So
Namor's
like,
Yeah.
Wakanda, please help us. And they're like, no.
huh?
Yeah, they're like, no.
But the Atlanteans don't need it.
I forget. I'm recalling what I just know. At some point, something happens, and they ask Wakanda for help. Wakanda's like, no.
No,
Black
fuck you,
Panther.
Spick, because he's a Mexican now.
Yep. Aztec. Black Panther
Yeah.
apparently dies from a sickness off screen. Shuri.
BBC-itis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, soldier. Yeah, he really was a
he is a
soldier.
real one. He is a
Yeah.
soldier. He's Soldier Boy for a reason. Riri Williams like creates this like artificial like that herb thing, and she becomes the new Black Panther.
Huh?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
That's the leaks. Then
Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid.
and then their mom dies also.
Whose mom?
Black Panther and Shuri's mom dies. Angela Bassett. I forget what else happens. It just sounded really dumb. And then the only good thing is
You have Michael B. Jordan. What are you doing?
oh yeah, apparently he's dead or something because
Well, that's on them for always killing the fucking villains off.
oh yeah, he is dead. I forgot he
It's so
died in the movie.
fucking
Yes,
stupid.
we're talking about the Black Panther 2 leaks.
No, I think he said, "Bro, what to Riri Williams becoming?"
no, Shuri,
Black
Shuri,
Panther.
Shuri,
Oh,
Shuri, not Riri, Shuri.
oh, what?
Yeah, she becomes.
That's disgusting.
Riri Williams does build an Iron Man suit out of like. She has 2 suits in the
I'm
movie.
fine with that because that's in the comics. But this is
Yeah, well, I'm saying when she opens up.
why can't they just do it to the bald bitch who's badass? Her
Oh yeah, she
bodyguard.
also reveals she's pregnant with Black Panther's kid. But yeah, so first Riri Williams has a suit she made out of like abandoned cars, and then she makes one out of vibranium, and then yeah, they all apparently like Belle's in the movie. She's like a scientist. It's like the one that's digging for the vibranium. And then a bunch of nonsense happens.
Did fucking
Here's the thing. There's
who
one.
wrote this? Did fucking telekinesis codes write this bullshit?
Yes.
Is this fucking just like
garbage?
what the fuck?
I do have some good news though.
What?
Which is the end credit scene. Which is do you want to know? Because it is good news.
I don't know. Do you think it's worth waiting?
I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's true. I think this movie sounds bad, and it's like
I mean, I'm gonna watch it anyway. So
okay. So do you want me to tell you what it is or no?
here's the thing. I actually would prefer Riri to be Black Panther than fucking.
Well,
I fucking hate Shuri. I always hated her character.
Yeah,
to me,
she's
she's just fucking condescending, acting like she's a fucking genius.
and then she just spews like 5-year-old like Vine references.
Yeah, I fucking hated her.
So you want the after credit scene? Yeah, yes or no?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, so the after credit scene is Lake Bell's talking to the person who hired her, and it's Doctor Doom. And he apparently there is concept art of, and the suit looks pretty sick.
Okay, can we? Okay, all right. Here's the thing. The movie, it's called Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
And you have a
Called
character.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Okay, no, but the main character is Black Panther, right?
Yes.
Listen, everybody's obviously like super sad that Chadwick Boseman died.
Yeah. Apparently, it doesn't sound like it's a big part of the movie.
But I'm glad it isn't. But it shouldn't be a part of it at all. They should have fucking recasted him.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in poor taste at all.
It's just it's a lot of people are not going to see it that way. So,
dude, Dumbledore died after the first Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's just like the show must go on. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're not gonna do the show must go on, then I mean, I think you're shitting on his memory by fucking having Sharia as Black Panther.
Yeah,
you're the
'cause I
worst
do
fucking
think-
character in the goddamn movie.
I do agree that yes, that's what he would have wanted. Here's the concept art.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, that's ideally what I want Doom to look like.
Yeah, I wonder who's gonna play him.
I still think they wasted the perfect.
We got
casting
the concept art. Thank you, Dennis.
with Mads Mikkelsen. I just pulled it up. Thank you, Dennis. But yeah, apparently it's I mean, Mads Mikkelsen would have been perfect, but they already used him on that terrible.
He's too
villain.
old now.
Dr. Doom is not supposed to be that.
Honestly,
young.
no.
Also, you never see his face.
Honestly, I'm a big fan of the ultimate version of the Fantastic Four and Doom. Not the fact where he has goat legs.
Yeah.
Maybe not that, but I do like when he's like a fucking like Chuck Bass sort of like cunty like genius rich kid.
Yeah.
Like basically an evil Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Not evil Tony Stark, but more of a pragmatic one.
I also think
they better not make him into a straight up villain.
I think Cillian Murphy would be good.
Yeah,
I love that
you
guy.
love that motherfucker. You cast him to fucking cuck you.
Yes, he's one of. I genuinely, he's like maybe the best actor working right now. He's so good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it should be somebody. Honestly, the dude who played him in the first movie, that dude was perfect.
He
I
was
would.
good. Trapped in a bad movie.
No, I know, but he
Yeah.
looked like Doom. He acted like Doom. Like he was like the perfect like sort of like cunty.
Yeah.
Like he was so good.
Mhm.
Um. Okay, so here's the thing. Listen, I guess it's cool that like they're gonna make Atlanteans into Mexicans, but I guess it's a again, if you want to do representation, pick characters that nobody knows and race swap them, right? Like
Yeah.
that's I
I
think
actually
that's
think it makes sense. That sounds fine to me. Like the
again
Aztec.
it sounds fine to me, but if I can say something, I always thought he was Asian.
Yeah.
I
Well,
always
yeah.
thought name or location,
Yeah.
and I was like kind of looking forward to it being like some fucking Shang-Chi buff motherfucker. But the guy they picked,
Tena Huerta.
yeah, he's a dude from Narcos. He's a good actor. Um,
Yeah, I'm on board for that. I like Namor too. I think he's
I love Namor, but I guess I always really pictured him as just some buff Asian dude.
yeah. I've always liked him because he's just a dick. Like
Yeah,
like that's all. Yeah, he's the worst.
and
He's
again,
kind of a superhero,
not really,
but not. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's usually on the good guy's side, but he's not a villain.
but he's very reluctant about it.
Yeah,
He's like,
he's not a
and
villain.
he's super
just would rather
strong.
be neutral,
Yeah,
and usually ends up on the good guy's side. But he's a dick. Like he's not a good person at all.
it's again, I really wish they do the ultimate version because to me the ultimate version of Fantastic Four and their characters is the best version. The one that would reach Reed Richards turns evil and shit like that. Like
Yeah, and he
and fucking Namor is
destroys.
like obsessed with fucking Sue.
Well, that's in all versions of the universe.
No, but I
The
mean like
mainline
but in
one,
that
too.
one is like in that one she's into him. And
Yeah.
that
Oh
makes
yeah.
it way
Yeah.
worse. Like
Yeah. Because in the main, when he first met the Fantastic Four, he like
yeah.
kidnapped Sue. He's like, "Oh, you must marry me now," because this is how it goes in Atlantis.
Yeah, but I mean that's crazy.
yeah,
But I love in the ultimate version where I think they're in Atlantis and he's like I forget what he has on them and he's like, I will let you guys go, but I want her to kiss me. And Rita's like, no fucking way. And Sue was like, we need to save the planet. And she's like, but we all know that in her mind, she's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna suck his dick too. Gonna suck his fishy penis. But I don't know. Fuck. I don't like that. I don't like
it sounds bad. Hopefully, it's not true. We
I
can all
mean
cross our fingers.
everything that you said actually sounds interesting, like or okay, except for that. To me, Black Panther is a big black guy who, who does kung fu.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see like Michael Jai White fucking throwing kicks. You know, I don't want to see some fucking tiny anti-vaxxer fucking trying out Wing Chun.
Yeah, it's a big dude from Africa who does Muay Thai.
Yeah, like it's just God damn it. It's terrible, man.
Yeah, it's
Whose fault is this?
I don't know. I don't know.
I just again I get it that, you know, listen, they don't want to disturb his memory. I understand that. But I don't know.
Yes, Michael J. White would be good.
Yeah, he would be
Variant.
he would be great in whatever you put him in. He's
Yeah.
sick.
He's cool. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just tough.
God
It's
damn
because I'm sure a part of it is that the cast and crew don't want to, because you become friends. They don't want to do it. I'm sure that I'm forgetting the director's name right now.
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, I'm sure Ryan Coogler was good friends, and the rest of the cast were good friends with Chadwick.
I
I'm
get
sure that
again.
they'll-
I get not
yeah.
recasting him, but I still think
Yeah.
that
I agree. Yes, Black Dynamite is like a masterpiece.
yeah.
It's such a funny movie.
I don't know.
I'd even call it Kino.
I'm already like picturing her in the suit.
It just doesn't sound
Look
good.
fucking stupid.
What if they put her in like a muscle suit and put her
Yeah.
in the Black Panther suit? Yeah. Yeah, she takes the herb and then
Goddamn,
she's
what
like
should they do?
expecting to see T'Challa in like the afterlife thing, And then Michael B. Jordan comes out and is like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "What's going on here?" He's like, "You got to be Black Panther." And then she goes back.
That's stupid as fuck. They really should have brought back Michael B. Jordan. Like to me, that was such an obvious fucking.
Or even
No, him.
No, even M'Baku.
No, I don't, no. It has to be somebody within the royal family.
Well, yeah, the movie does end with him taking. Apparently, he's the king now.
Who, M'Baku?
Yeah. He's not
So they just picked the guy with the biggest dick to be the king.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like his character though too. I think he's cool.
I like his character, but he's not Black Panther.
Yeah, I don't know. I would take that over Shuri.
Yeah, I'll take any man.
Take Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, now that would be a good idea. Yeah, they
Did you
should.
hear he said he wants to play Ghost Rider?
No,
Yeah, he said.
no, not him. I don't think he's. I don't
You
think,
don't think he could do Ghost Rider?
I think it's hella beneath him. He
Whatever.
can do whatever he wants. He can do anything. He's a great actor, but I think that's beneath him. I don't think actors that are that, I guess, like into like serious and serious films, I don't think they should be in the MCU.
Silence. Jake Gyllenhaal was Mysterio, and I was sick.
Yeah, but he always has like that charisma about him. I don't know. I feel like all the good characters are taken for Ryan Gosling.
Dude, Ghost Rider is a great character.
I just don't think it's him.
I don't know, dude.
Right? Like I don't think it's him.
I could see it.
I don't know.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't say no. I would not be mad.
I don't know. Damn, we're at 110, huh?
Yeah, we're already past what we usually do.
Well, fellas, I hope you enjoyed the episode.
She says, "Prepare to be defeated, colonizers."
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
that movie just like everyone's like throwing colonizer around left
what
and
the
right.
white? I'm like, you are the colonizer, bitch. You're in Wakanda. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, you're the colonizer, dude. Wakanda's totally sold other black people into slavery.
Have you heard about that movie that's coming
Yeah.
out called The Woman King?
Yeah, and about how in real life they would sell.
Oh, did I
like,
send you the
fellow
meme?
African? No, I just saw it in Reddit,
Yeah.
and all the comments were like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
All the comments were like, "This bitch would sell other black people into slavery to the West."
Yeah, because apparently the England actually put like a whole blockade on the country because like their slave trade was out of control. So like in the movie, they're like, we must defeat the trailer. Like we must defeat the English. They're trying to conquer all of Africa. If you look at
They
history,
could have picked, I think, literally any other.
it's because they want to make it about women warriors in Africa.
Yeah, but then they could have made the movie about literally anything else, but besides the one thing that they loved,
Yeah.
which was trading their brothers and sisters
Well,
into
I don't
slavery.
think that's what the movie's going to be about, but I think
No, it says in the synopsis that's like it's about taking back those who took their dignity away or something. I mean, we'll see, right? Maybe
I'm
they
sure the movie will not acknowledge the fact that that's what they did.
and I'm fine with that, but then don't make it about them fighting the crackers when
Well,
they
yeah.
loved them and they sold their cousins to them.
I'm sure in real life that the events of the movie were about them. Like, what do you mean we can't sell slaves anymore?
Yeah.
And they're like, we must.
What
destroy
is
the
this
English.
bullshit? I sold my cousin for 5 rubles
But in
yesterday.
the movie, it's just to be like, listen, the English are here.
Yeah, listen,
They're
you
the
fucking.
real.
He's like, come here, white person, you fucking. What do you mean I can't sell my fucking into fucking slavery?
Yeah, it just looks bad. It was a bad trailer. It seems pretty epic though that they're doing this.
I know, but here's the thing though. If they actually would have gone through with it and they would have done a movie about these people like being black slavers,
Yeah,
I would be like, that's pretty fucking like
That's pretty
ballsy and
base.
interesting.
Yeah.
There's those kind of stories that you don't see often.
Nope.
I don't know. Well,
Well,
fuck you guys.
Miguel loves you.
Oh,